Going everyone, welcome back to another Solana update. If you've been following me for at least the past few weeks or a month, I was actually one of the first people warning of this double top. Now, it's very clear it was there for a while, but everyone was not believing in it. Everyone wanted to believe no, we're just coming back down to key level of support, the 200 EMA. Just as last time when it held, we got a new all-time high. The same thing should happen again. But I was one of the only people not only just saying we can bounce from here, but warning of a potential lower high, or that if 190 or 180 is lost, we're actually validating the pattern. And that's how it's actually played out. I must say, even if we had bounced from the 200 EMA, it should have lower high'd under the other red boxes. And what I was saying back at $190 and $200 was the exact same thing that I'm going to say today, which is the requirements for Solana still remain the same. Just because we're lower, it doesn't change. We still need to recover those same levels, but we're worse positioned to do so. So we were actually in a better position to break out bullish. We actually had this falling wedge pattern, which is also a bullish pattern. And when you break out, you're meant to see a move back up to where it just came from, where this pat developed from. And that's at my final red box of resistance. But of course, it failed to even break through $215 right up there. Now, this has been my main key level of resistance while we were holding 190, while the 200 EMA was in fact support back then. But we can see it with how it developed. Multiple bearish crosses formed and price never reclaimed 215. So with that, in the end, 190, the neckline of the double top was lost and the pattern's target becomes valid. Now, the target itself would actually take it back down to the 1 fib level. However, there are other key levels of support that come in beforehand. But remember, the requirements are the same as before we even lost the 200 EMA. Back then, I was saying recover 215, recover 240, recover 270. Still needs to do that. Now we've got more resistances in the way. This was the support I was saying all those things from. Well, now that it's no longer support, that is another level it must tackle and reclaim. Very likely that even if we pump from here, a bounce location, right now we're coming into a key level of support between 140 and 130. So I'll make this nice and green. Now this could give us a market-wide relief, but it's just a relief. Even if we see Solana moving up into 180, 190, that is not good. That's called corrective. So it would be a corrective move up to get knocked back down, to roll over lower once again. That is what keeps on happening when we dump Solana. And I was saying that back over here. This dump already was so big that you're going to create that lower high. It didn't even manage to go ahead and do so. We just continue the cascade lower. And the same thing again, when you dump so big, there's just you're naturally just going to lower high. So Solana must recover 180, 190, and 215 for it to put itself in a better position, but it still wouldn't be considered safe. It would just mean that this was a deviation where it's now been reclaimed, and then breaking that, it's a good start, right? It could still lower high here and roll over to new lows. This is going to continue to be the risk. I've been saying this for days, weeks, and over a month now. And every day that passes, I keep getting proved that my bias was correct back then. And I was correct in warning you guys on a daily basis. So right now, all we can say is that a bounce is coming. 155 to 160 is a very key level of resistance. You can see here and here in the past. So that's a level that needs to tackle. But remember, we actually need to recover the 200 EMA here, 190 and 215 right there. That's it from me today. Like, subscribe, comment, and share. If you want to learn how to identify these things as early as possible, join the Discord or the ebook or the mentorship plans in the link in the description.